the stroke of midnight on August the 14th, 1947.
British rule on the Indian subcontinent formally came to an end. On the following day, the sun finally set on 163 years of the British Raj. The last Viceroy, Lord Mountbatten, who'd done so much to bring this day about, presided over the formal ceremonies. To the delight of most of New Delhi, Lord Mountbatten became the first Governor-General of the new Dominion of India. But the path to independence had been strewn with difficulties. Millions of Muslims had fled to the north of the country and fought a bitter civil war with the Hindu populations of the south. Their leader was Jawaharlal Nehru, who was to take over the reins of the Indian government as the country's first Prime Minister. Meanwhile, the newly created country of East and West Pakistan was to be led by the president of the Muslim League, Muhammad Ali Jinnah. The wild card in Indian politics was, of course, Mahatma Gandhi, whose influence, particularly among the poor, was great. He was against Western modernization and insisted that India should find its own local solutions to the huge problems the Mountbattens were leaving behind. Not the least of Lord Mountbatten's problems was the obstinacy of some of India's Maharajas. They were reluctant to hand over power to the new government. They'd enjoyed traditions and privileges that went back centuries, traditions which the British had encouraged so long as the Maharajas didn't interfere in the running of the empire. But soon after the independence celebrations, Lord Mountbatten flew to Bombay to say farewell to 5,000 British troops, the first to leave now that their role was over. It was here that so many of them had had their first glimpse of India after the long journey from Britain. Units of the new Indian military were on the quayside, now under a new command, but imbued with the disciplines and values of Dartmouth and Sandhurst. As for Lord Mountbatten, he was rewarded with an earldom by a grateful government for his part in Britain's withdrawal, for bringing in a new era for so many millions of people.